Once there was a duke.
Hey guys, it's your boy Duke of D&D. I just wanted to give you guys another update on this build. I guess this would technically be days 2 and 3, since I didn't actually record on day 2. Let me take this off so you can kind of see a little better. I didn't build it to be modular, so it does clip all the way around with the studs. And I am planning on just kind of leaving it as a dollhouse portrait type style. And then this will open up into another area. But as you can see, we did a little bit more on that front inside. And then the second day was mostly just spent on that back wall and these dwarves, actually. So most of these dwarves I made myself with minifigs that I had already had, just because I don't have any dwarves yet. So I actually took an Ugnut and put Thor's body on it, and that's kind of my veteran warrior. And then I have my little stealth rogue dwarf, my mining dwarf. Oh, I dropped him. My mining dwarf. So with a custom pickaxe and some lanterns and good stuff like that. And then I have a wizard dwarf, a tinkerer dwarf, and an archer dwarf. So you can see him a little better. So, I mean, not bad considering what I had to work with. I don't have any beards is my biggest problem right now. I really wish I had more, but I don't. So these are the dwarves I have as of now. I'm hoping to get on Bricklink and get some more actual dwarves. So the front, actually, I did have to rebuild the front, so it's changed just a little bit. It got knocked off the table, and so the front did change ever so slightly. I ended up taking those pillars out, but I was able to go back together relatively well. And then, yeah, we got a dragon in the background. We already have a dragon ready to take over the keep when it comes time. So, not totally finished with the details on the inside, but mostly got this back wall. This is more of like an emergency exit cavern type thing. So I did have these pillars, just more for show, so it wasn't such a barren room, and then a couple of chests there in the back. But most of the time was spent with that wall and these dwarves on that second day. And then I spent a lot of time also on this wall the next day and these doors. So I wanted something a little different for the doors. I didn't want it to be like those kind of copy and paste doors, you know what I mean? Where it's just whatever you have you use for a door. I wanted something a little bit bigger, something that had a little bit more sturdy of a feel. So yeah, I ended up building these instead, and I'm fairly happy with them. They open and close. They're a little tight when they're closed because they are pieces put in as a door rather than just a straight up door. And then a nice little archway here, and then the end of the base plate. I'm really quite excited because I finally kind of figured out the style that I'm going to go with for the build, for the majority of it. So I'm going to have that dollhouse view. And this is going to be the back door, right? Like I was saying in the last video. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to have this here. It's going to open up into another hall that's going to be over here. And then there's going to be multiple stories. So that's actually why I had this massive plate up here, is so that we can actually put a second story on top. And so we'll have that first hall, And then I haven't figured out what this next hall is going to be, if it's going to be the barracks or the dining room or anything like that. I'm not 100% sure just yet. I'm kind of playing it by ear as I go. But I'm very excited to continue working on it. This is the first time I've actually had the opportunity to really take the time to build something rather big that I could have as like a base. I've had similar base setups in like shelves and in what is it called? Like cabinets. Basically, I found some cabinets when I was younger that had been abandoned, and so I was able to take it and clean it up. And so it had several shelves for several different levels where I could have a level and then a level and things like that. And I did do that where I put base plates down on that, and I was able to kind of have that as a base. But I've never been able to actually build something with, you know, the walls and doors and, you know, structures and support beams and really make something nice and big like that. So I'm excited. Yeah, comment down below if you guys have an opinion on what you think the next room should be. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, thanks. And it's your boy Duke. Bye-bye.